Hi, I'm Andrew.
I'm Lisa.
And I'm Calum, and welcome to the Christmas edition of From Pitch to Pontoon. How are we both doing today?
Very good, thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, someone just opened my front door. Hold on.
Being burgled, guys. So this is
This is what happens
watch.
when you podcast, because we're now like everyone knows he's busy, so they've come to ransack his house. But
oh, his tree's getting robbed now. He's gone. He's
the
getting
dog's
burgled.
gone.
Dog's gone.
Oh, Merry Christmas! I couldn't find the beard. I saw it on the side. How you doing? Merry Christmas.
You look like you belong in Wizard. You should be singing now. I wish it
I'm
could
not
be
going to do
Christmas
that.
every day.
I'm going to have to lose this,
sad.
though. I'm going to have to lose that bit. Hold on. All right.
Oh.
Andrew, what about you? Come on. You've only got a wee elf in the background. What's going on?
Are we actually recording here?
Huh?
Yeah.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah. We're live and in charge.
You're going to include that bit in?
No, because I think it didn't go quite the way I expected it to.
Well, why don't you do it again?
No, because now I've lost it.
Oh, no, I think you should keep that in, because we were talking about people ransacking your house.
Yeah, we were saying that you're going to get burgled.
It was just Santa. I had it all planned out and it just hasn't.
But, okay, so next time you plan something like, hey, why don't you put the hat like a meter away instead
like
of
next
in your back garden?
So they were just there in front of me. So I had the hat, the beard, and the hair. But I don't know. Oh, I moved the beard. The beard attached to the desk.
That did not go to plan, did it?
That didn't go to plan because I get my beard
And
out.
also, you need to tell us if you're going to plan to do
How
something.
How many times do we have to tell him these things? Like, doesn't need to be a surprise. If we know that you're going to do that, we can pretend and work with you.
Well, you both are on the naughty list, all right? I'm just.
That's a given. I know that. That's okay.
There'll be no gifts for you pair this year for Santa.
Right.
Santa's spoken.
Andrew, what about you? Where's your festive fun?
So, guys, I've got my little elf in the corner.
What's his name?
His name is Fred.
Hey, Fred.
So I've got Fred the elf because my tree is in there, and if I brought that out, I would get a divorce. So I also have, just to feel a bit Christmassy,
you are the Christmas present. That's
I am the Christmas tree.
Love it.
And I've got my little wreath.
And Lisa looks like she's straight into Mrs. Claus.
I'm just personal... I am Mrs. Claus. I am.
You have got a feel of Mrs. Claus there now. You've got the fire, the tree.
Yeah.
You're going to sing a little Christmas carol. Yeah.
Yep. Maybe not. Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Oh.
You never know. It has been known. Those days are over.
See if we can get some of those pictures.
Oh, not the canal boat pictures, please.
No, so welcome to our very Merry Christmas edition of From Pitch to Pontoon. Can you believe we've actually only been going for 6 whole months?
6 months.
I didn't think it was as long as that.
Maybe
when I
7.
asked you yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, didn't realise.
I know, because we got our little Spotify wrapped. Don't you take that off?
I can't, it's scratching me neck.
We got results in from Spotify yesterday to tell us where we've ended up at the end of the year in the polls, and we are top 20% of all video podcasts on Spotify.
Wow, that's very good, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. No, it is. It's exciting. Like, do you know
when you oh, great.
When you sent it to me, I didn't quite understand what was happening.
No, I didn't. I just was like, "Well done, guys."
And when I reposted it yesterday, and I did put a little thing, and I said like how much I enjoy being part of it, and I actually do. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, Calum's like, it's like bit crazy, we need to do it certain way.
This isn't very merry festive.
Well,
no,
is it? No. I'm gonna get to the point where it's nice. I can't give you can't make it all nice.
Get ahead of
yourself.
No,
but
can't
actually,
get nice from the outset.
When I thought about it, I was like, I really do like it. It really is quite good, and it's part of like, it's fun. We have a good laugh. Do you remember the first one we did where we were absolutely, we couldn't even speak because we
Couldn't
were laughing
control
so
ourselves.
much?
I remember you trying to film me outside of was it the
Oh
Radisson
my
Blue in Manchester?
We're doing the
When we
pre-promotion.
doing the pre-promotion video, and I was like, I couldn't even speak.
You were trying to do that. You were trying to put money on the dinner money on as well.
That's it. Yeah. Oh.
It was all going wrong. Nicola and
Oh, it was
Lisa were
horrendous.
laughing at us over at the door.
Yeah.
And remember when we didn't put from pitch to pontoon?
Oh,
You
he
went
lost
through-
his head, didn't he?
And he made
Because I
us
was
go
like,
out and do
pitch
it
to
again.
pontoon. I know. He was
know,
very
and-
cross.
I was very cross because he sent me 13 different versions of you not saying the same thing, the right thing, and then
Yeah, but do you remember a month after that? And he was like, I'm thinking of dropping the from.
Dynamics and the comings and goings and the whatever we do.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm one of the new hosts. I'm not. Hiya, I'm Lisa. I'm one of the brand new hosts. I'm not a brand new host. I'm the host of the brand new. Hi there, I'm Lisa. I'm one of the new hosts.
Hi, it's Calum from Interested in the Stories Behind Parks and Marinas and their extended families. Pitch to Pontoon, brought to you by Elite Dynamics. If you're interested in everything that's happened,
Full information. I'm just repeating myself now.
Do you remember?
I do, yeah. But we don't talk about that. That was the olden days.
Yes.
I think it's safe to say we've come pretty far since that initial recording where we didn't know what we were doing at all. We were really just setting the stall out and going, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
To having some great guests on this year that have came and joined us throughout the year.
We have.
Yeah.
I was going to say who's been your favourite, but they've all been our favourite.
You can't say that. I think they've all been great in in the topics that they've discussed and the things that we've went through, and there's been lots of things from the very first one with Play It Green. A great episode.
Help protect the oceans. So for the ocean users, all of a sudden, every time they make a booking, they're helping to restore the biodiversity and improve the quality of the oceans.
So we're talking about like what those small changes that a business can make. What does that sort of look like for a park or marina? Just the tiny little things that they can start to implement. So take Plate Green out of the equation just for a minute, and just what could they do themselves just now, just to begin that movement?
So there's plenty of things, looking at their waste management, switching to eco-friendly bulbs, putting lights on a movement switch so they go off when someone leaves the room, and all of those things save money as well. Looking at green energy suppliers, get rid of single-use plastics. There's so many things that they can do that are just very simple steps. And the beauty is every step they take creates a story. It creates a story as part of their journey, which they can engage their consumers with and create more brand loyalty. And that's what really we're all looking for.
I think as well, we probably, obviously as a remote business, we don't have that office. So that's a big green tick. But even at home, we probably should think about these things when we're working from home, what we should be adding to our daily lives and how we can reduce that impact as well. Like, it's definitely.
Yeah, it's why we write a weekly tip every Friday that helps individuals address one single simple factor or aspect of their lives and change to be more sustainable. And they're always timely. So it's coming up to summer. We're just producing one on sustainable sunscreen, which is actually quite relevant for the marina industry, with
For the marina, yeah.
Sunscreen killing coral reefs and being poisonous to marine life. So but and again, it becomes a way of life. It becomes part of your thought process. As a culture changes within a business, so too do people's values change as they learn more.
What about when we had Jermaine, Nicola and Jack on?
I missed that one. I loved watching the episode, but yeah, you did that one, didn't you?
Do you know, so many people commented on that episode.
Did they?
Whether they came and said to me, even people that work with us, about how much they enjoyed listening to that episode about what Elite actually stands for and what it is.
Managed to bring a lot of people we knew from the industry into work at Elite who share the same desire to serve the industry, and we've had some people just self-actualize in the business, choose their career path, whether it's technical, whether it's project management, whether it's customer services, whether it's training, whether it's whatever they want to do. Our business is there to support it. So it's been a great journey.
I think that journey's continued with all your employees, so to speak, hasn't it? Because they've kind of all come in for a reason at a right time, and they've come in from the industry. They've all come to you. It's all been like they want to work there for a specific reason, whether it's like the values or whether it's they can choose their path and they want to better themselves in some way. It's definitely followed, I think, through the business.
Yeah,
with everybody that's come on board.
I think what is the dynamics. We provide solutions to problems. Some of them are latent problems, and that's what I find, for me, that's what gets me out of bed in the morning, because we provide technological solutions to the industries we serve, whether that's the marine industry or whether that's the park industry. But ultimately, we're only as good as our people, and we are a definite people-oriented business. We want people to do well. We want them to self-actualize. We want them to be able to deliver to their families. We're responsible for 43 families, not just 43 members of the team. It's more holistic than that. It's quite ironic, really, because we're fully remote business. We don't have any offices. Everyone works from home, and that benefits some people. People have got childcare responsibilities. The worst case scenario is being stuck in traffic for 2 hours a day to commute. You're losing hours and days and weeks and months of your life just traveling. So we're quite flexible. People want to meet together in a hotel and share ideas. They can do, just put it back through expenses. That's the way the business is. We trust our team, and we train them well, and they want to do well. And we put them on Microsoft courses, we put them on self-development courses, we put them on technical courses, learning skills. So I think that's always going to be a red thread that runs through Elite. Invest in the team, and you get the rewards collectively.
Look at him looking at himself in that hat, like little sexy Santa. What is he all about?
Call me fat.
Well, I got just called Mrs. Claus. I was going to say that too. But that was a good episode. I enjoyed that one. Do you remember that Calum was texting me through it going, wrap this up, you need to stop talking now, and I was just
because I think we'd been recording you'd been recording with the interview for about nearly an hour, and then it was but there was still loads of stuff that we needed to catch, and we didn't manage to get to
that one, actually, I think.
So we definitely will bring a part 2 in for 2026. Yeah. We'll definitely get that.
What does 26 look like, Cal?
Bleak.
I know, really? No one wants to be on our podcast, guys. Come and speak to us.
Yeah, so 2026, we are looking at guests that want to come on.
A few. We do have a few. Is it a secret we're not allowed to tell?
At the moment, yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got a couple lined up so far, but if you do want to come and join us on the podcast, absolutely shoot us a message. We're happy to speak to everyone and anyone, and we're not charging anyone to come chat to us. No, some podcast we're not charging. And we ain't paying you though either, so just bear that in mind.
Yeah.
You want to come and join us. So Andrew, your favourite moment then from one of our episodes?
I'll go for 2. So okay. I think one that I really enjoyed was interviewing Harry Ricks. That was that was a really good episode. Insightful, really incredible about their journey they've been on and the journey they're going on. So that was really good.
How do I define digital transformation in the context of holiday home manufacturing? I think really it's much like any other digital transformation in any other business. I've been fortunate enough to be part of many of these projects in the past, or some would say unfortunate enough, as I know how grueling and challenging they are. But I would define it in 3 simple words. I'd define it as people, process, and technology.
Nice. Yeah.
Probably in that order as well. The people are the most important part of any digital transformation, taking them on the journey, getting their buy-in, making sure they understand the why behind what you're doing.
Yeah.
Once you have got the people on the journey defining what the processes are, so that you understand exactly what it is that you're trying to build a system around, and you know, well, you basically got a structure to put a system around. Without that process, you're basically, it's impossible to design requirements and
Absolutely.
what you need to build. And then the last bit, which is the icing on the cake, is the technology and what you actually build for people. And then the challenge is always adoption of that technology. So if you haven't got the first two things defined, you're really going to struggle in the last phase. And the holiday home industry, to add a nice little bit of flavour to that, it's it is I'd say fairly old school in its approach in a lot of areas. So you really, really have to focus on the first element to take people on the journey, because it is digital skills is a really important layer to not forget in the holiday home industry. And people are pretty friendly in this industry, so once you get them on side, it's amazing what kind of things you can achieve.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's something that us at Elite Dynamics can echo as well, certainly from the people aspect, is when Jermaine, Nicola and Jack started Elite, the biggest thing for us was people, and it's one of the main reasons why we don't have an office, because we wanted the best in class from anywhere in the world. And to ensure that certainly from the holiday home industry, we had a lovely blend of Microsoft experience, but holiday home experience as well. So it's one of the things where we are aligned with that, where people are absolutely number one, followed by everything else. And then my second one is when we couldn't stop uncontrollably laughing and just could not. It was a Friday afternoon recording, and
it was
just
So
horrendous.
that's actually unreleased footage.
Is it actually? It's not.
I have never seen Calum actually cry with laughter.
He was crying, wasn't he?
And that set me off even more.
Do you know what that was all about, though? And I'm going to bring this conversation back for 26. was when we were trying to decide what we should call people that listen to the podcast. Because if you listen to Tony and Brian, they've got their tarpers. If you listen to Help I Sexted My Boss, they are called G and Divas. And we were trying to come up with a name for our listeners, so they had a little fan cult. Guys, I've had a thought, and I don't want you to freak out, right? But you know how on podcasts, when they get really big, their followers get like a name?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Got two options for you to choose from. We'll just float it and see how it goes.
Oh, God. Oh, no. I've never seen Calum lose the plot before.
But you know what the problem is how he didn't tell us this before we started recording. That's where the problem lies.
He's nasty.
So come on, tell us.
Sorry, I'm crying. So what I was thinking is we could either go with Pontooners. Okay, so like, come on, Pontooners, let's go. Or Pitches.
We could just go with
Pitches.
We could just go with Andrew, Calum, and Lisa.
I actually thought where he was going with that was like we had individual names, and I was thinking, oh no.
I know. That's what I thought he was coming up with.
No.
I mean, I personally do not like either. But
Okay, well, it was just an idea. I was just floating something. You can think about it for the future.
the Pontooners, that sounds like some kind of
Pontooners.
really rubbish 80s
It does,
cartoon.
yeah,
Like,
100%.
Well, that's right. That's right. Never mind.
You
down in
tried.
the Pontooners.
Anyway,
Big up the pitches.
is that where we get them into tribes? So if you're working in the caravan and park industry, you're a pitcher.
We want everybody to be one. This is the
Yes.
point.
Okay, ruined my fun. Right, why are you laughing?
We got it.
What's wrong?
We got it.
This God. This is terrible. couple. Like,
Oh, we can't go into caravans after we've just been ourselves calling ourselves. Do it properly. Oh,
this is for another day.
exactly.
But you're
Oh.
greeting. You're full on greeting.
So this week, he's done.
What? Stop it, and we'll go again. We'll have
Okay.
one more try, and then we'll go in there.
But and
Yeah, what?
that is what happened. Andrew
Oh.
was
Is that because you said fan cult? This
Yeah.
Yeah, come join the cult, guys. Little tech cult we've got going on over here. So I
But
tell you
what you did though is what you always do is not tell me or Lisa what you're going to do. We join the call, and then you
That's
just throw
right.
bombs in there and start going, oh, by
Hand
the way,
grenades.
guys. Yeah, he does.
or maybe I'm just trying to facilitate a natural conversation at Christmas.
Maybe.
We don't need to. We can do that anyway. We're all natural.
Okay, Lisa, you get any more key favorite bits?
I again that where we were all just wetting ourselves was so funny. Like I haven't belly laughed like that in such a long time. I really enjoyed. I actually really enjoy interviewing everybody because I love
Yeah.
hearing about how they just the different stories and how they end up where they end up. That's what really interests me. And I have a moment. I had a moment when we were away. I'm not going to mention where we were away because we feel like we talk about it quite a bit.
Were we in
But
Venice?
when he fell out with me about the water taxi, but I did cheat on you a little bit, and I did another podcast while I was there.
Sorry.
And I remember sitting on the edge going, how the heck have I ended up here? Like,
Yeah.
how has this happened? Like, why, how have I ended up here? And
Yeah.
just listening
moment.
to other stories and people, like, I could really, I've related to that moment where I love listening to how everybody else has ended up where they've ended up and how they've gone on that journey. It's, to me, that was a really good moment.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Brilliant.
Do you know what was actually quite nice about the industry and the community was that it was people were recommending us, and we'd only been there for 3 days, so we were, we've heard about you over here, we're going to come down and we're going to have a chat. Even the guards came down to have a chat with us, my wee pal. So it was really, really good, and I think we definitely made an impression.
Yes, well,
not just our dance
we always
moves.
make. Oh, we were cutting some absolute shapes. We were the first on the dance floor. Sorry, let's start. We were the first at the bar to begin with.
Scottish.
Yeah, it's because we're Scottish. And then we were the first on the dance floor. It's just been an amazing few days of work. I mean, if you're
lucky.
watching the episodes,
we are
you're going to be
so
going,
lucky. Yeah.
These guys at work. Yes, we are working our way in Venice. It's been an absolute delight.
We met some lovely people. We met some really lovely people.
Shout out to our friends at Marina World.
Oh yeah,
Brianna
and Patrick.
Hey guys. And the girls from Rolec as well.
Oh,
yeah, we made a lot.
Best dancer I'd ever seen. That was the best.
All around. So we've had a fantastic time.
What about you, Calum?
Why are you so aggressive to me today?
What's no, it's
just a question.
I wasn't trying to be. Sorry. No? What about you, darling? Darling, what about you? What was your favourite moment? Was that not aggressive enough for you?
Wow. My favourite moment actually was when me and you were doing our finance chat.
Oh,
trying to pretend that we knew what was going on in the finance world when we not finance professionals.
So your favourite moment wasn't when we did a podcast all three of us together, no? Is that what you're saying?
Your favourite moment was when you were with Harry Ricks.
Find a host next year.
So if you'd like to audition for Andrew's part of Festive, see, this feels like Christmas now. This feels like a family Christmas.
We're all fighting. That's it.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for Christmas?
I'm home.
Was that a
I'm
genuine
having a
That was a
nice
genuine question.
home
What are you up to for Christmas?
Yeah. Christmas at home with my family, my children and my husband, and probably anybody else who wants to pop in and say hello. We tend to be the house sometimes that is the
Everyone goes
house.
round. Yeah.
I
Love
don't
that.
mind.
I like those houses. Yeah. We're the same. Family Christmas. Mum's coming up for Christmas as well.
Nice.
So yeah,
Oh,
be nice.
nice.
And last year, because we recently bought our house, it was a building site. So this year is much better because it's not a building site anymore.
I feel like you've got a real home to have your
Yeah,
Christmas in.
definitely.
Yeah, I feel the same this year.
Yeah.
What about you, Calum? Oh, by the
I-
way, before Calum says anything, can we just all appreciate his tree? Because Calum wasn't going to put a tree up, Andrew. He was not
Was he
going
not?
to put a tree up. No, he says he never does.
I've never
And how
have.
many years have you never had a tree up for?
I think we worked out like between 10 and 13.
How
potentially.
sad is that? How sad is that?
I know.
So he has one, and I'm so happy that he's got one up.
And I'm just full of festive cheer every day.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Now we will also be having a family Christmas. We all go to my grandparents for Christmas and try and
Lovely.
wrestle as much of the cooking off them as possible because that turkey be dry. So we get it in. So for those guys actually they're gonna be working over Christmas, and obviously we're closing down for a little while.
I'm sure we've had a few working on parks. That's
Yeah.
just kind of part of the deal.
Do you remember what that was like? I feel like we're
Distant
rubbing it in now,
memory.
aren't we? Oh, are you listening
Yeah.
from Park?
See, before I had my kids, Christmas working was actually so much fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was so much
It
fun.
was, wasn't it? Because you'd have
You used to,
you'd be with all your
different
friends
times.
Christmas
Yeah.
on
Have a
site is
party.
super. It's really special, and I think that's probably what I've always worked Christmas up until I joined here. I've always worked over Christmas and New Year.
Yeah. So
So it's a slightly different. It's not really real Christmas, I guess. I think particularly working in entertainment when you see everyone coming in on Christmas Day and they're there to see Santa and they're seeing their favorite characters and stuff. I think it's that time
It
on
carries
site.
you through, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a real different. But it's chalk and cheese to New Year, so your Christmas guests are very different to your New Year guests.
So different.
yes.
That
So
changeover
funny.
on the 27th or the 28th, the vibe
We've gone
really
from lovely,
changes.
happy family, everyone's,
Yeah.
and then we just go party.
Yeah.
Hogmanay is huge. Hogmanay is bigger than
Is it?
Christmas up
Yeah.
here. Yeah, it's mad. It's such a big thing, and it's a very different vibe. It's a very different vibe. I never wanted to be working over New Year because I wanted to be part of that fun. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Obviously, we were allowed when I worked on Park, we were allowed to partake in the New Year festivities. We had to get by 9 o'clock before we were allowed to open any bottles, but after that point, it was game on. We had to get the kids' entertainment out of the way before
Yes.
before the staff started lashing. I guess that's us for our very Merry Christmas.
It is.
Well,
it is.
I wish you both a lovely Christmas. And a happy New Year. I will obviously be seeing you, but in this scenario, it's Christmas. But I appreciate you both. I love doing this podcast with you both. I love working with you both. I'm being all nice now. I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Don't cry.
No, but I'm
No.
genuine. I mean that.
Yeah, no, I
do.
know, and
I do
same
mean
here.
that.
You know, I've had it's. Do you know what's been nice? It has been nice to do these because you know we all work
A breath.
extremely hard, and it is. We have a laugh, and it does break
Yeah.
up the day, and you know, and I've enjoyed it, and I wish you
Same.
both a very Merry Christmas too. Although I'll speak to you in about 20 minutes on another call. But
For me, I want to thank. Would you thank you now? I want to thank you for both actually agreeing to do it, to take on the idea, and to turn up every 2 weeks when we need to record or squeezing the recording in between your meetings and everything. Because obviously, you both had 2 brand new roles this year, which are extremely demanding, and to be able to still fit this in, to have a
Oh
chat.
wow! So we have Andrew too. That's
We
a
have. I
big
know.
year.
it is, and we've still managed to do this for him.
Exactly. For me, for us.
For us, sorry, for us.
And the communities that we serve. It's not all about
Yeah.
me.
It's not just us. Don't forget Fred.
And Fred.
Right.
Merry
and all our lovely
Christmas.
listeners,
And
because
our
I've,
lovely
Lovely,
I've
lovely
listeners.
listener.
I've definitely heard over the last couple of weeks a few people have been like, oh, I listened to the podcast, and like it's funny. It
Yeah.
makes me. Do you know what somebody said to me? And when she hears this, she'll know exactly who she is. She was like, "It feels like such a family. It makes me think I'd love to work there."
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Well, why
'Cause
not?
this is
Fine.
well, exactly.
watch
But what's
this
really
space.
good is that this is real. Like
Mhm.
why we are laughing and stuff, because this is just us on normal calls. It's
Yeah.
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 So this goes back to the point about tell us what you're planning to talk about. It doesn't need to be a secret because we're real anyway.
But talking about keeping it real, guys, I actually do have to go now because I
Yeah.
have to jump on another call, and I'm really sorry.
Okay, well, Merry Christmas and Happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.